Probate leads convert at 67% with a 23.4% average ROI. That's 14 times better than cold real estate leads at 4.7% conversion. Here's why. Roughly 80% of probate estates contain real estate. About 60% of those properties have no mortgage, free and clear. Your competitors don't know where to look. The secret isn't complicated. Public probate filings list executors and heirs. Specialized platforms and skip tracing turn those filings into phone numbers and email addresses within hours. Reach an executor within 30 days of filing, and you close at 5 to 12%. That's the gap. Traditional investors spend weeks chasing MLS listings. Probate specialists reach heirs before they even know they own a property. Probate is the legal process of settling a dead person's estate. The court appoints an executor or personal representative. That person's job: sell assets, pay debts, distribute what's left to heirs. Real estate is almost always part of that equation. According to probate data in 2026, roughly 80% of probate estates contain real estate. Most heirs don't want to manage a rental. Many live out of state. They need a buyer fast. That creates urgency and simplifies negotiation. Unlike pre-foreclosure deals, where the homeowner is desperate but can be emotional, executors have a fiduciary duty. They want efficiency, not drama. They're motivated to close in 30 to 45 days before court approval. That window is your market. It's also why probate deals close at higher margins. There's less competition because most investors don't know the market exists. You're not competing on price. You're competing on speed and professionalism. The core mechanism is simple. Probate filings are public record. But manual courthouse review is slow and incomplete. AI systems automate it. Here's how it works. First, the system scrapes probate court databases daily. Every filing gets tagged with location, date, estate value, and executor name. That's step one, data collection. Second, lead scoring. Not every probate property will sell. Some have underwater mortgages. Some are in bad neighborhoods. Some heirs live overseas and want to keep the property. AI models predict likelihood of sale. Goliath data uses machine learning to surface leads with 40% probability of selling within 90 days. That cuts your wasted outreach by 30 to 50%. Third, skip tracing and enrichment. Phone numbers and email addresses aren't on court filings. Skip tracing vendors cross-reference names, dates, and addresses against public records to pull contact data. You get a phone number within hours of filing. That's the game changer. Investors who reach executors within 30 days of filing close at 5 to 12%, according to probate data. Those who wait until week 4, conversion drops to 1 to 3%. AI lead scoring boosts conversion rates by 25 to 40% because you're calling warm leads, not cold ones. By 2026, 89% of top agents use AI-enhanced CRMs per Goliath data. Why? Because probate timelines are tight. Manual processes can't compete. Step 1. Source the filings. Use a probate lead aggregator like Catalyze AI or Goliath Data. These platforms pull from county court databases and feed leads into your CRM daily. Catalyze AI charges $180 per month for 30 inherited property leads with 40% sell likelihood. Goliath Data ranks sources by speed and data quality. You're not visiting courthouses, you're receiving a feed. Step 2. Score and filter. Set your CRM to flag leads by property value, location, and executor motivation. Skip properties in counties you don't service. Skip estates under $150,000 unless you're wholesaling. Let AI do this. It saves hours. Goliath Data's scoring cuts wasted outreach by 30 to 50%. Step 3. Run skip tracing on qualified leads. Input the executor's name, death date, and property address. The vendor returns phone, email, and sometimes a mailing address within hours. Services cost $2 to $5 per trace. You'll spend $60 to $150 monthly if you're processing 30 leads per month. Step 4. Call or email the executor within 24 hours of tracing. Your pitch. Introduce yourself, confirm they own the property, ask if they're considering selling. Keep it brief. Executors are overwhelmed. Be professional and direct. Close rates jump when you reach them before they've fielded 5 other offers. Step 5. Build a 30 to 45 day follow-up sequence. Most executors won't decide immediately. Court timelines matter. Send a property valuation, a comps report, and a preliminary offer by day 7. Follow up weekly. The executor needs ammunition to convince other heirs. You're providing it. This is where Goliath Data's CRM automation pays off. Automated follow-ups run while you're working other deals. An investor in Texas started working probate deals in 2026. He had wholesaled off MLS for 3 years, averaging 2 closes per month at $6,000 to $8,000 per deal. Profit margin was thin. He competed on price. He switched to probate in January 2026. Here's what changed. He subscribed to Catalyze AI for $180 per month and paid $3,200 for a CRM upgrade with AI lead scoring built in. First month, 30 leads. He traced 22 of them. He called 18 executors. 3 expressed interest, 2 closed. Not bad. Month 2, he refined his pitch. He hired a skip tracing service to preload data before his team called. Now he could call within 2 hours of sourcing. 5 closed that month. By month 4, he was closing 5 to 7 deals monthly. Average deal value jumped to $12,000 to $15,000 per transaction. The difference? Probate properties were free and clear. No negotiating with lenders, no contingencies, just executor paperwork and a clean closing timeline. His 30-day window meant less competition. By mid-2026, he was annualizing $60,000 to $84,000 in wholesale fees. His cost of operation, $500 per month in tools and software, plus $400 in skip tracing. He was reinvesting profits into better lead sources. The Goliath data advantage here was the CRM's ability to auto-score which leads deserved follow-up. He stopped wasting time on low-probability properties and concentrated on the 40% likelihood to sell leads Catalyze AI flagged. Mistake 1. Waiting too long to call. You source a probate lead on Tuesday. You enter it into your CRM. You plan to call Thursday. By then, the executor fielded 4 other offers. Your close rate drops from 5 to 12% to under 2%. The rule: contact within 24 hours of skip tracing. Set a calendar reminder. Assign calls to your team immediately. Speed is your only competitive advantage in probate. Mistake 2. Using untargeted skip tracing. You trace every lead without filtering. You're paying $2 to $5 per trace on leads worth $50,000 or in neighborhoods you don't service. You're bleeding money. Solution: score first, then trace. AI lead scoring cuts wasted outreach by 30 to 50%. Goliath data surfaces high-probability leads so you trace only warm prospects. Mistake 3. Pitching like a wholesaler. You call the executor and say, "I'll buy your house for 65 cents on the dollar." That's aggressive. Executors have a fiduciary duty to heirs. They need fair market value. Instead, pitch as a consultant. Say, "I specialize in quick estate sales. I can provide a comps analysis, a timeline, and a clean offer." Make them look good to the other heirs. Mistake 4. Abandoning the lead after day 1. The executor says, "I'll think about it." You move on. You should follow up weekly for 30 days. Court approval timelines extend past initial interest. Your persistence compounds. Automated CRM sequences do this without your involvement. Set it and forget it. The one rule that matters: probate is a 30 to 45-day close, not a 90-day project. Every day you delay costs you close rate. Speed, scoring, and follow-up automation are the 3 levers. Build those into your process, and probate becomes your highest margin, lowest competition market segment. Link in the description for skip tracing vendors and Goliath Data's lead source comparison.